John and Cindy, Sandy Hook Elementary School, a place of learning, a place of laughter. This morning, a place of unimaginable horror and sadness. The school is just on the backside of this park. It is very much a crime scene this morning. Crime scene investigators still poring over every inch of the school. Evidence is being collected, and bodies are being prepared for removal later this morning. The bodies of 20 young students, 6 staff members, and the gunman barely out of his teens. In a rampage beyond comprehension, the killer stalked Sandy Hook Elementary School, taking innocent lives that had barely begun.
6-7 Sandy Hook School. Caller's indicating she thinks there's someone shooting in the building. I got bodies here.
Chaos turned to heartbreak when the scope of the tragedy came to light.
I don't understand how somebody could hurt innocent children.
Good evening. Looking live at the White House, where Vice President Joe Biden says his boss is considering taking executive action to deal with gun violence without waiting for Congress. Tonight, I will reiterate once again exactly where I stand on guns. I'm in favor of a nationwide ban on military-style semi-automatic assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. I want to close the absurd gun show loopholes that require private dealers from now on to run background checks on buyers at gun shows. And I'd like to see President Obama increase federal funding for mental health treatment for all Americans who need it. I think that would go a long way towards at least trying to stop the deadly toll of gun violence in America.
If some common sense firearms regulations might cut the number of these killings, why not try?
We have many laws pertaining to guns already. We ought to enforce those laws.
We already have laws banning murder, but we still have murders.
Drunk driving. Do we go to the Ford Motor Company and tell them stop making these automobiles because people get drunk and kill people in cars?
The short-term solution is we have to ban the assault weapons, ban the semi-automatic weapons, ban the magazines that can hold more than 10 bullets. That's it. That should be the bottom line of what we need to start with. We should be registering every gun. We don't do that now. We should be licensing everybody with a gun. I have to have a license for my dog, a license for my car. You know, if you're going to do my hair later, you got to have a license. Not that you would do my hair later, but you know what I'm saying.
If I could have gotten 51 votes in the Senate of the United States for an outright ban, picking up every one of them, Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in, I would have done it. I could not do that. The votes weren't here.
Second, Congress should restore a ban on military-style assault weapons and a 10-round limit for magazines. The type of assault rifle used in Aurora, for example, when paired with high-capacity magazines, has one purpose: to pump out as many bullets as possible as quickly as possible, to do as much damage, using bullets often designed to inflict maximum damage. And that's what allowed the gunman in Aurora to shoot 70 people. 70 people, killing 12 in a matter of minutes.
This is a photograph of a Remington 750. It is one of the most popular hunting rifles in America. This rifle would be entirely legal under this so-called assault weapons ban. Now, I have a question for you, Mr. LaPierre. Functionally, in terms of the operation of this firearm, this is a semi-automatic firearm. You pull the trigger once, one bullet comes out. Is the operational firing mechanism in this firearm materially different from the so-called assault weapons ban that this bill is targeted at?
No, it's not.
Now, what the assault weapons ban instead targets are cosmetic features. So, for example, I am holding in my hand a pistol grip. Under this proposed legislation, if this piece of plastic, this pistol grip, were attached to this rifle, it would suddenly become a banned assault weapon. Now, I would ask you, Mr. LaPierre, are you aware of any evidence to suggest that attaching a piece of plastic to this rifle would make it in any way whatsoever even slightly more dangerous?
Now, that's the problem with the whole bill that Senator Feinstein introduced is it's based on falsehoods to people that do not understand firearms, to convince them that the performance characteristics of guns that they are trying to ban through that bill are different than the performance characteristics that they're not trying to ban. They make bigger holes, they're rapid fire, they spray bullets, they're more powerful, they're heavy armor. All of that is simply not true. I mean, the AR-15 that people uses a .223, and then I hear that in the media all the time, and people say, well, no deer hunter would use something that powerful. I mean, 243s, 270s, 25-06, 30-06, 308, dozens of other calibers used in hunting are more powerful. I mean.